going on, guys? Welcome back to Clay'sCoins. I believe competence creates confidence, so I'm here to bring you some information, education, and better understanding of cryptocurrency and the stock market. I am not a financial advisor, however. This is not financial advice. This is not an indication nor suggestion to buy, hold, or sell any cryptocurrency or stock talked about in this video or on this channel. Today, we're going to be looking at some new Coinbase listings and some other exchange listings. If you guys have been a fan of the channel for a little bit here, you guys know that I like to do the Coinbase listings. There's usually a few of them, keeps me pretty up to date, but I'm going to expand my horizon. We're going to be looking at listings on 4 different exchanges, maybe even 5. We got Gemini, Kraken, Coinbase, Binance, and WeBull. We have a stock exchange in here too, still adding some crypto, which is good to see. So before we get into the video, guys, I got to do the YouTube stuff. My goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of February. The clock's ticking, so if you believe in me, I believe in me. Let's hit this goal together. Once we do, I know we can knock out 25,000 by the end of the year. So I'll give you a moment to go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell right now if you don't mind. Dope. Thank you guys so much. Alright, to narrow this down a little bit better, we're going to do this by exchanges, and we're actually going to try to chronologically order these cryptocurrencies as they were listed. A couple of them were a day or two overlapping, and they didn't necessarily... One thing I like about Coinbase generally, when they do their listings, is they do about 4 or 5, one bulk at a time every couple weeks. Once in a while, they'll throw a couple in here, here and there, which is what happened this time. Any listing on any exchange is going to be a positive catalyst. You're going to notice a big pump and a big dump off almost any listing just because it's new, and certain exchanges, like I know with Coinbase Pro members get access to the auction modes and limit order modes and things like that before the regular Coinbase users do. So they get in, the Coinbase regular listing comes out, and then they kind of dump off. But, as long as you time it right and be careful with this stuff, you can make some good money on these pumps. And depending on, how big the exchange is and how big the coin was and how many exchanges it was on prior to the listing, any listing can be as good as the other, if not better. Some listings aren't going to be as as monumental, and a lot of them are priced in. Keep that in mind. If these exchanges tell us in 2 months on this day we're going to be listing this coin, the market's going to price that in, and you're not going to see as big of a price increase because the implied volatility is already going to be assumed. Starting off the listing video is Gemini. They released 3 cryptocurrencies on their exchange on February 2nd, starting with Rally Token. Rally Token is one that I was in a few months ago, when I first, about 6 months ago or so, when I was starting to dabble into some different smaller cap coins and really looking around for the peer-to-peer ones and looking at different things like that, not being as much of a basic bee when it comes to crypto investing. Rally Token is one that stuck out to me, and it's pretty cool. It's a social token that allows creators to launch their own cryptocurrency and build a digital economy around their work. Streamers, artists, musicians, gamers, athletes, and other content creators can monetize fans directly without paying a middleman. That's pretty cool. Maybe someday, depending on how big this channel gets, as long as you guys can help me hit that subscriber goal, and I know you guys like this content, maybe we can hit up Rally and we can get a Clay's coin going. Before someone's mentioned on the channel about getting a crypto for the channel, and I think that would be perfect. Once the audience is there and we can all interact with the cryptocurrency and I can reward users and you guys can tip me, I think that would be really, really cool. Next up on the Gemini listing. All of these Gemini listings were on February 2nd. It might be the only exchange listing that we're going to talk about that did all of theirs on the same day, but I'll tell you guys which day, just because I guess it matters, It's just another statistic you can add, but Lido DAO token, as you can tell, it's a decentralized autonomous organization, and Lido is a liquid staking solution for Ethereum specifically. It allows users to stake their Ethereum with no minimum deposits or need to maintain it once they do. It's very, very clear, cut and dry. They have a very concise goal in mind, and they handle it very well from what I've seen. Rounding off the Gemini listing is going to be tokemak. Toke. If I'm not saying that correctly, let me know. It's starting to become like Chael Sonnen trying to pronounce UFC fighters and butchering it. It's starting to become a bit on this channel that, some of these that you don't think I would have that hard of a time with. Of course I do, but, information, education, and understanding is what we're going for here. So with that in mind, get ready for some DeFi lingo. Toke is a decentralized liquidity providing market-making protocol designed to create efficient, sustainable liquidity across decentralized finance platforms. It's a big DeFi tool. It's looking to, the DeFi 2.0, Web 3 kind of movement here. It's a newer coin. It's only on 10,000 watch list, if you'll notice up here, which, isn't that specifically for CoinMarketCap, but it's ranked 3,000 in the world, which means it has so much room to grow. The fully diluted market cap being so much higher than the market cap, with the max supply being at 100. I mean, granted, as you can see with these orange caution flags, these are not verified. It's not done. The audit isn't done yet. But 3.8 billion for a fully diluted market cap in comparison to the current 209 million right now just means that by the time all the tokens for circulation are in circulation, you're going to see a $3.8 billion market cap before you see a massive price pump. So keep that in mind. Next up for the exchanges, we're moving over to the Kraken exchange. Kraken listed 2 cryptocurrencies in the last couple weeks here, February 3rd and February 8th. We'll start with the one on the 3rd. The sandbox. I mean, what is there to say at this point? Ticker symbol SAND. It's one of the only cryptocurrencies I've seen that is on 2.1 million watch lists on coinmarketcap.com. It's not even ranked in the top 25 if you take out stable coins, which is, top 35. It's probably ranked about 26, 27, taking all cryptocurrencies in mind. It's arguably the most talked about metaverse cryptocurrency in the world. It's been on Gemini for a little while now. Now that you can see it on Kraken, it just adds to that accessibility before it hits the mainstream platforms like WeBull, Coinbase. I'm not sure if it's on Binance yet or not. Let me know. And then Robinhood, of course, if they ever start adding some metaverse cryptocurrencies. But I mean, Sandbox is an absolute banger. It's a metaverse foundation. It's gonna be one of the couple that win the short-term metaverse race between Sandbox, Decentraland, Axie, maybe even Illuvium. Watch out for that one. But we'll move on to the next one, which is going to be MakerDAO. Launched in 2017. It's one of the oldest on this list. It's a DAO with the task of operating the DAI stablecoin. I'm sure you guys have seen that. It's one of the most prominent stablecoins in the world. It's one of the first big DeFi players, and it's now even more accessible being on Kraken. There's not too much to say about this token. It's nothing that you're going to start flipping crazy amounts of money on. I mean, looking at any cryptocurrency with a $2,000 price per coin is going to be a good investment. Most cryptocurrencies are going to be a good investment right now, in my opinion. Not financial advice, of course, everything like that. But as you can see up here on the chart, when you can see the yearly highs at right around $6,000 and you can get it for $2,000 right now, that's a nice money flip on that level if we can reclaim some of those all-time highs. I'm not sure. I haven't looked too much into this, but, simply looking at the numbers, it looks like a very, very solid, it has looked like a very solid DeFi player for quite some time now. Rounding off the Kraken exchange listings with the most recent one that listed on the 8th, altair, ticker symbol AIR, we'll call it AIR. This one, any type of absolutely micro cap to the point where you don't have a listing of any of this stuff. The volume in the last 24 hours is 67,000. I mean, that's bordering on rug pull, but I'm not saying it is by any means, but when you look at a cryptocurrency like this, it just has so much potential to go boom. Kraken has made public statements regarding Shiba Inu right around the time that Kraken listed Shiba Inu and Robinhood wouldn't. And, the Kraken CEO said that they take their listings very seriously. And to list on the U.S. exchanges, which is primarily what I'm looking at here, is cryptocurrencies that you can get in most jurisdictions in the United States. Kraken generally, historically, does a pretty good job regulating what cryptocurrencies get on their platform and securing the assets once they are on there. So to see Altair on a platform like Kraken, even though the volume is only 67,000, I wouldn't be worried by any means. It just means you can get in before a lot of people do. That being said, Altair is a Kusama parachain. If you know anything about this channel, if you've seen me talk about Kusama and Polkadot, I'm a big fan of the parachain system. I think it's revolutionary. There's a lot of good that can be done with it in a lot of different sectors. I think it could be a crucial part of beta testing any type of cryptocurrency update or rollout that they plan on doing, and that's exactly what Altair accomplishes. Altair, being a Kusama parachain, will boast industry-leading tech from Centrifuge Chain. It will test new experimental features that will later release on Centrifuge. Moonbeam, Moonriver, Polkadot, Kusama We've talked about these things here before. If you haven't, check out my other videos. I've talked about Polkadot before, and the whole parachain system, how that works, the canary networks. It's a very, very cool, decentralized, pretty much public beta test of the cryptocurrencies that we're going to be using. Now we're moving back to basics with the old Coinbase listings. I didn't have enough Coinbase listings right now to put a whole separate video for them. I still plan on doing that. I think Coinbase deserves its own. I think there's a huge Coinbase effect. Depending on how they do the listings, if they're going to keep up with doing bulk listings about 5 or 6 at a time, or if they're going to start rolling them out, a couple here and there, then I'll definitely throw them into more of these combination exchange listings. But getting right into it, pawtocol, I think it's pretty funny. UPI is the ticker symbol, and pawtocol it might be the .com bubble. You remember that, pets.com? It gave me a little bit of pets.com vibes. I hope not. I hope this isn't a big bubble that will burst, but pawtocol is listed on the 7th on Coinbase. It's a global online community for pet lovers who wish to utilize blockchain technology to monetize pet data, improve their selling and purchasing experience, and aid in veterinary care. It's pretty cool. Art, philanthropy. Philanthropy is a self-reported tag you don't see too often on cryptocurrency, which is always nice. I know that carbon neutral crypto is a good one for that. But the collectible and NFT, they want to monetize their pet data. Who doesn't like funny cat videos? It's a recipe for success, right? And the other Coinbase listing. This one was on the 8th. The prior one was on the 7th. Loom Network. Ticker symbol LOOM. Loom Network is a scaling platform that allows developers to run large decentralized applications on top of Ethereum. Loom attempts to be the ultimate platform that allows smart contract developers to create applications without the need to switch another programming language. That's a big, big deal. It listed on the 8th, but it's been around since 2017. It's a well-established cryptocurrency network. It's something that many people have heard about, especially on the enterprise level or the institutional grade. The commercial-based businesses are going to have a lot of advantage taken from Loom. It's an awesome network. Check it out if you want. Now we're going to get into the Binance listings. Disclaimer for the Binance listings. I am currently in the United States. I've always been in the United States. I'll probably always be in the United States. So Binance.us is what I use. The US Binance is the only one I can use. I could hop on a VPN and do it that way, but Binance US is what we're going to be looking at today. So if you're like, oh no, I've had this on Binance for 6 months or a year, or I don't have this in my area, keep in mind restrictions do apply to a lot of different jurisdictions, even on a state-to-state basis. Some states can't trade certain cryptos and others can. Some states can't get certain exchanges and others can, let alone different countries and different international regulations and policies. But looking at Binance US listings, we have livepeer. Binance, the listings were on the 9th, 10th, and 14th. We'll be doing them in chronological order, starting with the 9th with livepeer. Livepeer is one I've talked about before on the channel. I am a big fan of livepeer. I am a big fan of the idea of livepeer, rather. Ticker symbol LPT. Binance US has been busy, listing 3 coins in 6 days. livepeer, the first live video streaming network that is fully decentralized. It wants to be a blockchain alternative to centralized broadcasting companies like YouTube, Twitch, Vivo, things like that. I think it has a huge opportunity, especially being the first one of its kind to really get itself out there. A lot of big, as you can see over here, a lot of big capital portfolios and funds believe in it, which is always a good sign. Obviously, you want to be careful of whales, but anytime, this is one thing I really like to see. There's only 22 million for the max supply. We're looking at a fully diluted market cap of only about 50 million higher than what we're sitting at now, which is at only 655 million. 10 timesing would put it at 6.5 billion. The room to grow on this is exponential. Binance coming in with another one that I've talked about on this channel. I think I was invested in it back in November or so, like that. I got out of it before the crash, luckily, because it lost a lot of its value, but it's a token with a lot of utility still. Polymath. ticker symbol POLY, Poly. Listing on my birthday, the 10th. Polymath looks to provide technology to create, issue, and manage security tokens on the blockchain. Polyswarm is one I've talked about before on this channel. That's a malware, essentially kind of like an AVG or Norton or McAfee or something like that for blockchain technology. Polymath is something that secures and handles all of these tokens, manages them, allows people to create them. It actually has developed over 200 tokens using Polymath's Ethereum-based solution. It streamlines antiquated processes and opens the door to new financial instruments by solving challenges with identity, compliance, confidentiality, and more. It has intrinsic utility that no matter what is going on with the overall market, it's gonna sustain, and as long as the adoption becomes more widespread, we could see Polymath doing numbers in the coming years. And the last listing on Binance US was their Valentine's Day gift to us, Numeraire, ticker symbol NMR. It's claimed to be the first cryptocurrency started by a hedge fund. Numeraire is a platform allowing developers and data scientists, Kenan Grace's family will hear me out on that one, to experiment and create machine learning models with improved reliability. I know the data scientists have a bad name, especially when they're, the institutional investors looking at the retail investors and inversing what we do to try to beat out the dumb money. We've talked about that before on this channel. Just to let you know, the big guys don't think too kindly of us. That being said, I'm not sure what these guys, their prerogatives are. I'm not sure what their goals they have in mind. I don't know these people. I just know this crypto. So I can say, however, that they do claim to be the first hedge fund to use machine learning so heavily in its investment strategy. Apparently, as you can see right here, AI and big data, measurable data token is one that I've talked about before on this channel with that same tag. If they can manage to, have an algorithm that can dictate swings and trends in the market and capitalize on that, more power to them. One thing that you'll notice once you start investing is technical analysis is called astrology for men for a reason. Sometimes it can be a self-fulfilling prophecy, and when you have algorithms and numbers that strictly look at empirical evidence, you forget that humans are involved. We're making all these decisions, and with one thing that humans are really good at, it's making errors. And speaking of error, I am so happy to get to try this again. Aave. There we go, ticker symbol, AAVE, I finally got it. Let me know in the comment section down below if you thought I would actually say it correctly, or if I didn't, and somehow I'm still missing this, but Aave. I've talked about this crypto and the other WeBull listing before on the channel, so I'll keep it brief. You can go watch my other videos, shameless plug. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, all that good stuff. But, I try to keep some information, education, and better understanding of cryptocurrency. You can get it for Aave there. I've talked about it twice, I believe, now on this channel because I know I've mispronounced it in 2 different videos. So, it's a DeFi giant. They have pretty much their own version of everything and anything. They're a massively growing company. They're spreading like wildfire. I remember not too long ago, the rank was closer to the hundreds than the 50s, and we're sitting at number 51 right now on CoinMarketCap. Definitely check it out. And last but not least, rounding out the entire video and the other WeBull stock exchange crypto listing, Tezos. I think it's Tezos. It might be Tezos. I pronounce it like Bezos. Tezos XTZ is the ticker symbol. It's, if you've been in cryptocurrency for a little bit here, you've seen it, you know about it. It's one of the biggest cryptocurrencies, and actually it's one of only 2 cryptocurrencies in this entire video that has a market cap of 3.5 billion or higher, the other being Sandbox. Tezos is a smart contract blockchain platform that aims to offer infrastructure that is more advanced than Ethereum without the looming danger of a hard fork in the future, something that both Bitcoin and Ethereum have been susceptible to in the past. Tezos guarantees that they can scale and upgrade their network for the life of it without having to worry about the risk of a fork, which is how you can have things like Bitcoin SV, Ethereum Classic, Litecoin, different things like that. I'm not sure if Litecoin is exactly a fork or just a very, very similar code. Let me know if you know down below. But It's an absolute banger. It's a great investment. It's a great foundational play. You can stake it for yield on a lot of different platforms and get, some 4.5, 5% APY if you're into that sort of thing. There's nothing wrong with passive income, right? That's going to wrap up the video, guys. I wanted to give you a bunch of different listings from a bunch of different exchanges, and I'm going to try to keep these ones in mind. If there's any other exchanges that are, I'm going to try to stick to the bigger ones and the ones that are more reputable, and try to stick to some audits and regulations prior to listing these, so that way we're not just in a constant revolving door of rug pull BS coins that get listed on nonsense exchanges. This is not going to be a Quadriga CX exchange listing channel, so if you know, you know. If you don't, check out the Malice in Wonderland video. That's a great one with a lot of scummy people mentioned in it, but I just wanted to take a second, guys. I'm happy to see WeBull listing more cryptocurrencies, by the way. It's really cool to see the gap being bridged more and more every day with the, more old school classic stock market investing with the more nuanced cryptocurrency revolution that's happening. And it's nice to see those demographics bridged and can come together to, to all make money together. That's what we're here for, right? And if you made it to the end of the video, go ahead and put a flexing emoji in the comments down below. I want to say that I've had some stuff going on in my life, but I'm back on the grind right now. A couple days without videos was killing me, and it feels really good to be back in front of you guys making some content. I love you guys. You guys, you mean the world to me. This is why I do this. This is my dream. So go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell if you haven't already. Other than that, stay hydrated and have a great day, guys.